So some high tags. There are some high tags there across there.
Yeah.
Oh, look out. Here we go.
Yeah.
Red's running a few laps of the base.
Getting that cardio in. It's not as cold in the arena as it has been the last few days.
All right.
But getting themselves ready.
So Catalyst out of red, Storm out of blue, Aftershock playing out of green. I believe Catalyst and Storm, this will be their first game for the day.
I believe so,
Whereas
yeah.
Aftershock are well warmed up.
Definitely well warmed up. They've been getting their bodies worth here.
Mm-hmm.
Rightio, here we go. So we're seeing the Aftershock green push up, most likely to get a couple shots into those red defenders outside.
Yeah, and watch for that early game grind. Looks like Storm's got a few players like pushing, putting a bit of pressure over on the greens. Not a bad play from blue. They want to actually make sure they're out and about doing a bit of getting themselves in the action to get up at those points.
Yeah, they're definitely pushing up here, and we're seeing the green starting to go for those lunges to hopefully try and get those defenders out. Probably hoping for an early base here to rocket them up a little bit and springboard off of it.
Oh, that is always the dream. If you're the first team to get a base in a game, particularly if you can get one pretty early, it puts every other team on the back foot. It means they have to start making the moves, and then you can start playing the more reactive game and counteracting whatever they're doing instead of having to be the team that makes the first opening move.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's putting your other team. Oh, here we go. We've got a Catalyst green here. Oh, Wax getting that green.
Oh, as is expected.
There we go. So yeah, first base to go down is that Aftershock base and taken from Wax. So fantastic job there. Maybe not as quick as they'd hoped for. Oh, here we go.
Shots in a blue.
Blue destroyed.
Oh, ooh.
Missing a couple of shots, but managing to finalize the base, which puts Catalyst up 2 bases ahead.
Which
That's
early
huge.
on is huge.
That's a huge start, but like when you look at the pack difference there as well, they've actually also got an extra K and a bit pack on the other two teams. But I think that's gonna happen when you pick up a base. You've got to shoot a bunch of people to get a base.
Yeah.
So that's natural to occur, I think.
All right, so here we go. So we're seeing a lot of gameplay going on outside of the back door of our red base here. We are seeing blues push up on that front door of red as well, putting a bit of pressure on our Catalyst defense here. Oh, we are seeing green get cleared out by Catalyst again. Looks to be possibly... Is that Wax again just holding inside of that? I believe that is.
No, I think that was Dodge.
That's Dodge.
That's Dodge. Wax doesn't wear
Apologies.
hats.
I was like, I can't tell. There we go. I was about to say blue rushing in on that red front door.
Coughing noises. Shots on.
Oh, just getting it before that green could lunge them. But
Well done. It's good for Storm to pick that up. Still fair way apart behind on the pack. These Catalysts absolutely just turning it up here.
Because they're certainly certainly reminding people why they're fourth on here. Another base fourth on the ladder here. I am wondering if their Dodge and Wax are going to mix up and just finish their bases, or if they're going to choose to swap out and maybe just aim for one of the bases and just cycle people through that one. We are still seeing them at green though.
Still trying to put their pressure on. Storm still digging away at the red base as well. So Storm trying to pressure Catalyst, Catalyst trying to pressure Aftershock. And where is the Aftershock attack is the question. Do you reckon they're playing the conservative game to try and play for the grind?
I reckon they're possibly playing around the middle, maybe hopefully trying to sit on as I was saying it, there we go. There's Dodge finishing up his bases. So I was thinking that they were maybe staying on the Catalyst attack.
Just going to see where that one came from there.
Wait, there was a blue take?
Yeah. Dodge is getting the slip through. And all in the meantime...
Oh, that was earlier. I think it was green.
That was a green base. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I've already done that today. All good. So yeah, Catalyst up by 2 bases at the moment and a decent amount of pack.
All right, so plenty of action happening at blue here. Looks like we can hear the activity. We can hear the pressure getting put on. Blue and red relatively quiet. The double tag
In synchronization.
In sync.
Oh,
we love that. Oh,
fantastic.
No, so I actually got this wrong earlier. It was actually Firebird that picked up the red base, not Shock. I didn't even see Firebird inside that base.
I did not even see him. Oh, no, Firebird, the red base.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that one.
Yeah, I thought it was shock.
Oh,
Actually,
you were like,
for some
oh.
reason, I thought it was shock. I think it's because everyone was wearing hats. I can't tell any of the Storm players apart anymore.
I guess so. Oh,
Ooh.
oh, that could be a little bit annoying. I would say double lunging with somebody on a double stack door.
The tactical slow dive.
Yes,
That one.
There we go. Okay, we do see
Action
Catalyst
green
in
as
there,
well.
green again. Looks to
Here
still
we
be
go.
dodge.
Looks like some of these teams have decided this game needs to open up.
Well done.
I'm wondering if Catalyst have opted to just try and defend from the green base as well. Just to try and, upset Aftershock a bit here.
Interesting run there by Little Blow, actually taking the long route into the base. Here we go, much better.
Could just be an attempt at clearing it, making sure there's nobody going around.
Looks like both Dodge and Wax are trying to get Little Blow his shots in a blue. This is Benny.
Benny getting his blue, grabbing the first base for Aftershock here. I do believe they've now run off in the hopes to go get their red. It was incredibly loud through that wall.
Yes, yeah. That's one of the handy things about being so close to blue base. So you can always tell when something's going on. All right, so Catalyst taking a nice, comfy, large lead here. Aftershock having picked up their first base of the game, bringing them back up in close contact with Storm. They're not too far off them.
Well done.
I was going to say, what? Catalyst are 12k ahead, including those two bases, which is just...
Fiverr called the 2-shot deny in amongst all of that time.
Yeah, I was
well.
about to say, I think we were a bit focused on our blue base, I think, there, that we didn't quite notice that one.
There we go. Shock in at red now.
Here we go.
Now it's time for a shock base.
Unfortunately not. Only a
Falcon
one-shot
getting the
denial.
denial. The action at red is actually intense here.
I was about to say, it's certainly been...
Red hit.
It's incredibly loud. Like, the game's not even happening at blue anymore, but we can still hear it pretty clearly in
Mac
commentary
is
box.
unfortunately getting one shot denied as well as shock.
Oh, no.
And Benny going in for a red base.
Here we go. We got
That's
Storm
huge.
in there now. He
Unfortunately,
got his red?
Yeah,
What?
Storm getting in and getting that base right at the time
So we'll have a look at this insane take from Benny then.
with just the right timing. I think that was.
Incredibly good timing.
Yeah, a lot of Storm's putting a lot of work, making a lot of clearing a lot of the space out there. Benny was able to walk in, he picked his moment, he walked in at the right time. Sometimes things just work out well for you like that.
Oh, absolutely. So we're seeing a bit of the Storm attack here at green. Aftershock still holding out with two, locking in with those two, and Catalyst moving on to maybe try and nab a blue. There we go. Getting a double at our green base. Yeah. It certainly seems like all of the attacks are with each other.
Now Aftershock trying to put a bit of pressure on. Oh, we got a red and a
Red
green.
and a
in there.
green. Oh no. Oh, here we go. We got
Aftershock
Aftershock
shots
holding
on.
that base.
Is it Holmes?
Holmes going for it.
That
Holmes
was
finishing.
Home.
Well done.
That does equal them on the base.
That's-
And Catalyst up by 6k on power.
7. Really.
7K.
Almost 6 or 7K up.
Ooh.
Storm unfortunately lagging behind there a little
There
bit.
we go. Shot going
shots
for his
on.
green from that front little corner, which you can't quite see on the cameras.
Leveled up. Well done.
As they facing has been a pretty fan favorite spot of some of the people taking that green base. Whether
It's a very efficient spot. Yeah, one of the handy things about it is that you can start putting shots in from that, have somebody come in the front door and you don't have to do anything.
yeah,
It's going to take them 3 shots before they can get around. You can put those 3 shots in that base easily before they get around.
so here we are. So we are seeing a now empty green.
We should see some activity from Storm. As you say that, the 3 Storm members are leaving out of the base, making a run straight at green. Get in.
Here we go. Storm at their green. Ooh, getting doubled out,
Focused.
unfortunately, but they still have somebody in there.
Will he get the shots
I do
on?
believe that's Bones currently in there. Didn't opt for the shot, which probably was for the best. He was getting lunch quite a lot.
Probably
from
for the
people.
best. Home
Holmes
shots on
going
it
for the
red.
Green hit.
and finishing that red base from in front of the V.
Green destroyed.
Fiver picking up the green.
Leveled up. Well done.
And this game's opening right up here.
Oh, this is. We've got 2.5,
It's
2
very gonna
minutes
start to
20
see
left
action.
here.
Lilbo's found the empty base. Dossie
Oh,
getting the
no.
denial.
Blue hit.
And now Dossie picking up a blue.
Destroyed.
Oh, no.
Catalyst and Aftershock fighting it out over the dumped blue base.
I was like, Aftershock up by 2 bases, and yet it's so incredibly close to Catalyst.
Storm opting to hold the base. They want to secure those bases. They're going to go for a move, and I reckon they're going to make their way over to green.
Well done.
Looks
I reckon
like,
any
they're
moment here
finishing.
we're going to see these. We're going to see the Storm team run come streaming through those doors.
Seeing Blues on the back of that green door there, getting shot out. Oh, Blues just invading and taking over
There
this
it is.
base.
Do it with numbers.
Blue hit.
They're going to go again. Meanwhile, over at the blue base,
Well done.
we can see this fight is happening out for it, and this is the same thing that happened with the Eclipse in the last game when they
I
made their
believe
dump.
somebody's getting a term here.
They're both of these teams have decided they need to go get this base. They're going to go secure this empty base.
Moss on blue copying a term in that green base.
Unfortunate.
Yes, it is a bit unfortunate there. Okay, cool. We do see Blues putting in their shots on red.
It's the only thing holding Storm into this game. They've executed it well.
Oh.
They might be able to pull off the second out of this, but I think Catalyst is in a pretty safe spot. They might be able to get up there.
I'm not seeing any. I was about to say I'm not seeing any Catalyst red. Lil Bo going for his blue a second time and managing to finish it.
Member level
There we go. We've got 50
Well
seconds
done.
left now. Catalyst have matched bases with Aftershock and are still ahead on a decent amount of pack.
Green destroyed.
Bones getting his green there.
Yeah, and I think Storm might be able to pull themselves the second in. I think Catalyst have taken the comfortable first. They're in a pretty happy spot. There's still enough time for Aftershock to pick up another empty blue base. They very well they could even pick up 2 of them if they're in the right time. There's only Falcon and Husky that really needs that base, but there's enough doubt in this game, I think, that they would fight for it.
There we go. We
goes
got Jesse
Jesse for
going for
shots
the
on.
blue, and that cancels blue out for the rest of the game. We've got 15 seconds left now.
Green
Mhm.
hit. Green
Can's going for his green, and that locks green out of the game, leaving only Catalyst space. They're going to have to hardcore defend
I
for the
think
last 10.
That will conclude the game, actually.
Yeah. There we go. Yep, that finishes our game here.
Game
We'll
over.
just do it just the right time. So there we have it, folks. Catalyst takes the win.
Yeah,
we're shooting themselves
fantastic.
straight into the first golden game. That's going to be versus Vikings and Apex going in for that. Storm have done a wonderful job. They've made the right call when they were trailing behind to get that dump and run. And sort of able to claw themselves back the second. And Aftershock, unfortunately, just trailing behind, a few little setbacks here and there. Weren't able to get that cycle on the blue base as needed, fighting over it for Catalyst and just couldn't get the upper hand on it. And unfortunately falling behind on the pack.
Yeah, I was about to say,
on that.
fantastic effort from them. They're down 2 bases, but they're not even 2K behind on pack against Storm. Storm really, coming in clutch with that dump. Well, not necessarily. Was it a dump?
It was a dump.
It was a dump. It was a
100%.
dump.
It was a dump and a bounce, and it was a big run. So that, folks, there's not an elimination game. That was just the first game. That was a top track game.